It's generally acknowledged that NBA players have more to their success than just pure basketball talent. However, it might not be a common consideration that relationships can affect players, not only on the court relationships, but also those off the court. Wives and girlfriends can be great support systems for NBA players, but they can also prove to be a distraction and to ultimately make it difficult for the players to continue to succeed at a high level. So, what are some examples of these relationships destroying NBA careers? Welcome back to the channel for all things pro sports. Trust us, you're gonna want to hear these. Keep it locked in right here to get all of the details. Steve Nash. Steve Nash is one of the most exciting players in NBA history. The star Canadian point guard directed the floor for some excellent Phoenix Suns and Dallas Mavericks teams in his career between 1996 and 2014. Now in the Hall of Fame, Nash was able to win 8 All-Star awards, be named to 7 All-NBA teams, and even win 2 consecutive Most Valuable Player awards in 2005 and 2006. In his best statistical season, the 2005-2006 season with the Phoenix Suns, Nash averaged 18.8 points, 10.5 assists, 4.2 rebounds, and 0.8 steals per game. He was truly one of the greatest players in the league. But little did he know that it would all be brought down by an unexpected source. Steve Nash met Alejandra Amaria in 2001 and had twin daughters with her. After the couple had these twin daughters, her and Nash married in June of 2005. Nash continued to star in the NBA even after his MVP seasons, making All-Star teams in 2006, 2007, and 2007-2008. In 2010, the Canadian star looked to be seeing his life get even better as he and Amaria were expecting a son. However, on the day that his son was born, Nash announced that he and Amaria were separating. It later came out that both her and Nash were accused of infidelity. Nash was Canadian singer Nelly Furtado, and Amaria with Nash's son teammate Jason Richardson. In any case, Nash was now a single man. Whether it was from the trauma of this situation, his age, or both, Nash's career went downhill after 2010. He saw his scoring numbers drop, although he would make one more All-Star appearance in the 2011-2012 season. By 2014, he was out of basketball, having been saddled with a significant number of injuries near the end of his career. Kris Humphries. Kris Humphries came into the NBA as the 14th overall selection in the 2004 NBA draft by the Utah Jazz. He didn't play too much early in his career, but he ended up becoming a starting caliber player with the New Jersey Nets in the 2010, 2011, and 2011-2012 seasons. He was a solid rebounder and a decent scorer, and he looked like he might have been able to carve out an even bigger role in the NBA. But off-court issues began to add up for the young big man. Humphries met Kim Kardashian in 2010, and they quickly embarked on a whirlwind romance. Surrounded by a haze of media attention, they ended up getting married less than a year later. This marriage was shown on the television channel E in a 2-part special and attracted a huge amount of media attention to both Humphries and the Kardashians. Everything seemed like a fairy tale romance until only 72 days later. That is when Kardashian decided to file for divorce. It came out that the marriage itself may have been a fraud, as media outlets suggested that the marriage was a stunt by the Kardashian family to draw attention to themselves and their media brands. After a long, protracted legal fight, Humphries and Kardashian reached a settlement, but Humphries' basketball career was never the same. After the debacle, Humphries' mental health suffered, and he bounced from team to team as a rotational big man. By 2017, he was out of basketball at only 31 years old, having struggled to form a home for himself on any sort of productive NBA team. Chandler Parsons. Chandler Parsons entered the NBA as a second-round draft pick, being picked by the Houston Rockets with the 38th overall pick in the 2011 NBA draft. As a second-round pick, he had more difficult route than most towards getting playing time and a big NBA contract. However, Parsons lived up to the billing and did a great job in learning how to best embrace his game. Parsons made the NBA All-Rookie second team with the Rockets, starting 57 games and being an effective two-way player on the wing. Parsons became a full-time player at the shooting guard position in his next 2 seasons with the Rockets and rounded out his game with the effective long-range shooting and playmaking. In his best season with Houston, he averaged 16.6 points, 5.5 rebounds, and 4 assists per game. Chandler Parsons and Kendall Jenner of Kardashian fame started dating in 2014 when Kendall was just 18 years old and Parsons was 25. The two only had a short romance, but it made headlines during the short time that they were together. Between the media attention that comes with dating a Kardashian and the fact that Parsons had just signed with the Dallas Mavericks during free agency, it's fair to say that this may have been a difficult time for Parsons to balance, and ultimately the two separated. However, they did remain friends, and Parsons was seen with Jenner throughout the next several years. After his relationship with Jenner, Parsons' career began to fall off. Whether it was moving out of Houston or the extra attention and tension of becoming part of the Kardashian circle, his scoring numbers and playmaking numbers fell way off. By 2017, he was primarily a role player with the Memphis Grizzlies, and by 2020, he was already out of basketball. Would you call that the Kardashian curse? Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson was drafted 4th overall by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 2011 NBA draft and was expected to quickly return the team back to top form. He started off strong, establishing himself as an effective inside rebounder. In addition, he learned to be an efficient inside scorer. He was a key piece of the Cavs' 2016 NBA championship team as a key rebounder for them. However, it was around this time that the wheels began to come off the bus. Thompson is another player who has fallen under the spell of the Kardashians. In this case, it was Khloe Kardashian. Thompson met the reality star in 2016, and he was quickly a part of the family's inner circle and received all of the attention that came along with it. Things got off to a bit of a rocky start as Thompson's ex-girlfriend Jordan Craig gave birth to Thompson's child in December of 2016, but Tristan and Khloe stayed together long enough to have a child of their own in April of 2018. However, things got even rockier for the couple after it was revealed that Thompson cheated during the pregnancy, and eventually the couple would split. Since then, Khloe and Tristan have bounced in and out of their relationship with several different cheating scandals and another child with another woman for Tristan. The relationship is the source of unending media attention for both and has led to Thompson being booed and harassed both on and off the court. As previously mentioned, Thompson has become strongly disliked by many players and fans due to his terrible behavior throughout their relationship. In basketball terms, Thompson has bounced around to other teams including the Boston Celtics and the Sacramento Kings, but has struggled to regain his form from the 2016 season, or should we call it the pre-Kardashian era. Lamar Odom. Perhaps the most tragic story of them all is that of Lamar Odom. Odom was the 4th overall pick of the Los Angeles Clippers in the 1999 NBA draft. He quickly became a quality player for the Clippers, being named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team. In later years, he was an effective scorer and rebounder, mostly staring at the power forward position but also coming off the bench at times. After his time with the Clippers, Odom also played with the Miami Heat and later with the Los Angeles Lakers, with whom he won 2 straight NBA championships in 2009 and 2010, and later an NBA 6th Man of the Year award in 2011. In addition, he was known as a positive presence and a popular player amongst the rest of his teammates and fans. In 2009, Odom started dating Khloe Kardashian, yes, the same woman that Thompson was later involved with, and the pair married after only 1 month of dating. Odom quickly became a fixture on the reality series Keeping Up with the Kardashians and became an even bigger star on top of his already strong basketball career. Between the family's namesake show and the spin-off Khloe and Lamar, the stress began to take a toll on Odom. In 2013, he was arrested for a DUI, and amid a great deal of other drug-related rumors, the pair filed for divorce in December of 2013. With the divorce in process, Odom spiraled deeper into his problems, eventually being found unconscious in a Nevada brothel in October of 2015. He later admitted that he was abusing cocaine, which contributed to his health issues. Ultimately, he suffered kidney failure, heart attacks, and strokes during this health episode. In the resulting health crisis, Khloe supported Odom and helped him through it, but ultimately the two would part ways in 2016. Odom hadn't played basketball since 2013, but this health episode showed that his issues may have been a contributing factor to the end of his basketball career. Lamar himself said that his issues with drugs, both marijuana and cocaine, had made the end of his basketball career come along a little faster. While the issues with drugs may have come about independent of the relationship with Khloe Kardashian, it is safe to say that the stress of being involved with this type of public life may have contributed to Odom's overall career decline. What do you think about these NBA players who were affected by negative relationships with wives and girlfriends? Is there anyone that we may have missed? And who do you think in the NBA is currently at risk of falling under the same negative career influence? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can watch our latest NBA content as soon as it drops. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.